of the dishes in New Orleans cooking, it's those three ingredients: onions, garlic, and Hilda's shaking her head, so I know I'm on track here, and the green pepper.
Almost dropped it.
Celery, I forgot. Celery is part of it. So I guess the green pepper is not part of it.
It is.
Okay. I like to, because gumbo is personal. There are as many types of gumbo as there are people. It's sort of like a thumbprint. If you make gumbo all the time, you give it your signature. So I like to use celery, the leaves, the tops also, to impart a little more celery flavor in my gumbo. Okay. And this is the green onion tops. We're going to use those as garnish. Since tomatoes aren't in season yet, I'm using canned tomatoes. I like to get the San Marzano, tomatoes. These are from Italy, and they include like a sprig of basil in there, and these are the best canned tomatoes, believe me. They almost don't have a canned tomato taste. Okay, this is the gumbo filet, and this might be a little hard to find because outside of New Orleans, I don't think many people make gumbo. But if you persist, you'll be able to find it, or just order from Amazon.com. This is a thickener. It's made from sassafras leaves. So if you can't find something that says gumbo filet, if you can find sassafras leaves and grind them up or chop them up, this works just as well. Okay. Now let me slow down. Does anyone have a question so far?
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Watching this text. Yes, Andrea.
Okay. Can you use olive oil or to make the a regular vegetable oil?
Okay. Good question. I thought of that. I kept moving on. You can use olive oil, but olive oil, depending on the brand, might impart, it's kind of a strong flavor. So you want to use, and Hilda's shaking her head, you want to use a vegetable oil that won't impart its own flavor. I don't use peanut oil because sometimes I can, taste the peanut oil is sort of strong. Okay. So grapeseed oil doesn't have a taste, and safflower oil doesn't really have a taste. Okay, continuing with the ingredients, bay leaves, a couple of bay leaves. This is, celery seed. I'm going to use a little less today because celery is a strong tasting vegetable. If you use too much of that, it could take over the flavor.
Okay.
Okay, this is using a little thyme, a little dried thyme also, and red pepper flakes. Or you can use crushed red pepper also, but I like the red pepper flakes just because it's a little decorative, in the gumbo. Trying to get used to this camera angle. Salt and pepper. Worcestershire sauce. And seafood stock. And I'm forgetting the seafood, which is in the refrigerator. And Hilda's getting that for me so I can show you the... Okay. So this is now we're using crab claws. So my family made gumbo. They used blue crabs, and they used the whole crab, and they would cut the crab up. But I found out that's off-putting for people who aren't from the Gulf Coast, just to see a whole crab that's cut in half and the legs sticking out of your bowl. So I thought that these, these are the snow crab claws. People are used to these, so it's a little more acceptable.
I get mine out of the fridge.
North of the Mason-Dixon line, I found. Yeah. Okay. Of course, shrimp, and I buy it raw. I don't buy cooked shrimp because you want that shrimp flavor to infuse in your broth. So, but I do buy shrimp that's already deboned and cleaned and shells or whatever. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first I want to make sure, can everybody see inside the pot?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
You can just wipe it just in for nothing. Okay. Julie can see it.
I can see it.
Oh, Julie says no poop tracks. That's funny. No poop tracks. Beverly, you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the flame here. We're going to start our roux, which is the most important part of the gumbo. Even it's the base. And if you burn or mess up the roux, you might as well start over because you're going to mess up the whole gumbo.
Oh, crap. Okay.
So, excuse me, I have to go off camera for just a second to get my measuring spoons.
No problem.
Okay, I'm back. So that
Oh, okay.
so it's half a cup grapeseed oil.
Okay, half a cup.
Okay, I have my heat just on medium. In the recipe it says, oh, yeah, aren't these great? I love these pots. The thing about these pots is, it says in the little pamphlet that comes with the pots that don't turn it on too high. So I have this on medium rather than medium high. It says medium high in the recipe. Okay. And my, okay, so now I'll add my flour and just go ahead and put it in. So this is also a half a cup. And I'm stirring it around to, one, keep it from burning, and two, to get rid of as many clumps as, get rid of the clumps, basically.
That's part of it. Should I let the pot get hot first? Because mine's a little slow to heat up.
I basically would have let my pot get a little warmer, honestly. I was trying to avoid dead time, but it should have been hotter, Andrea. My pot should have been a little hotter.
It's me, because my stove is slow, so let's don't worry, don't worry.
I am, stirring it to keep it moving, and I'm watching for color. It will, at some point, start to turn brown. It'll go from beige to caramel brown, and then the darker it gets, it depends. Some people making gumbo like the caramel color.
Right.
Some like the mahogany brown color. I like the mahogany brown. Oh, you're cooking along with me, Andrea? Oh, this is so exciting.
Absolutely. So far, I'm keeping up okay.
Let's see if I have any.
They're coming to
Mason-Dixon line between Maryland and Pennsylvania. Oh, Ricky asked me to aim the camera a little lower. Is it better? Maybe I could come in a little closer.
That's good. We can see.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. And the thing about this, guys, is you have to be patient. Some people make the roux by putting the flour in first and letting the flour brown before they put their oil in.
Oh.
In fact, my parents made it that way. I find it easier to do the oil. I've never, I tend to burn it when it's just flour, so I've found the technique that works for me. Some people put the flour in the microwave and let it brown in the microwave, which is, if you're making gumbo for the first time, that's the easiest way to do it because it's less likely to burn in the microwave. The stove method takes a while. You turn it on 200 and basically leave it in there for an hour and stir it occasionally. This is taking a long time to brown, actually. So I'm going to add a little bit more flour.
And I'm going to try to show you mine. I don't know if you can see it and see if that's...
Okay.
Oh, you can tell. Wait, I don't have it the right place.
Let's see.
I don't know, it's kind of beige, sort of cream color. I don't think I had it a good angle.
Okay, it's good. It's getting there. Okay.
Mine's
Can
kind
I
of
see it again?
not.
Not.
I don't know if you can see it now.
Okay.
Probably
Keep
not dark
stirring
enough.
it. Yes. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let me show you. Mine is beginning to take on more color. Ooh, I better watch. Okay, let me know if you have trouble hearing me. I'm going to turn on my exhaust. Can everybody still hear me? I don't want the smoke detector going off in the middle of our, because it will.
Done when the smoke detector goes off. Dinner ready.
Sometimes I play tic-tac-toe in my room, or I'll make do smiley faces, anything to keep my eyes on it. It's important to keep your eyes on it. Okay, let me see if anyone has any questions or comments. Oh, you make gravy, yeah. Oh, you'll be correcting me, Tony. Saturin. I always use Zatarain, so. All right, it's beginning to get darker. It's looking. Okay.
Mine's not getting dark at all.
Can everybody see
that? Yeah. Yours is a lot thicker than mine.
Hey, how's yours looking, Andrew?
Should I add more? It's kind of thin.
Add a little more flour. Yes, add more flour.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Okay. Giovanna, am I saying your name correctly? Giovanna? Okay, so in a minute it's getting there. Now it's the color of walnuts. Let me show you.
Oh, yeah. Yours is nice and brown. Mine is still.
While I'm waiting, oh, okay. That's a nice name, Giovanna.
That is pretty.
Does anybody have through looking? Can I see it?
It's still pretty light. Still kind of light. I don't know if I can get